From NBA players being broke just after retirement to horrific stabbings, the NBA has seen it all, but you haven't. So sit tight, because these are 12 NBA facts most people never knew. The last one is truly shocking. Number 1. Air Jordans were once banned from the NBA. The 1985 birth of Air Jordan made it one of the greatest basketball shoes ever made. Year after year, they become bigger, but things did not get off to an easy start. The majority of sneakers at the time were white, and the athletes were instructed to wear footwear that matched both their uniforms and their team's footwear. Early Jordans had black and red color schemes, which former Commissioner David Stern disliked since they matched the Chicago Bulls outfit. For each game that Michael Jordan participated in while wearing these sneakers, Stern fined him $5,000. Jordan didn't care because Nike had already paid the entire fee in his place. Given what they received, Nike didn't pay a hefty price. Number 2. Shaquille O'Neal made only one three-point shot ever. Shaq is one of the greatest NBA players of all time, and a 4-time champion as well as a 15-time All-Star. But he did not always see highs. In the course of his career, Shaq has attempted 22 three-point shots, but he has only made one, yes, one out of 22, successful. It's difficult to picture a player with 11,196 career NBA points and just one three-pointer, don't you think? On February 16th, 1996, Shaq made one of the ugly bank jumpers in NBA history after Magic inbounded the ball with only 2 seconds left on the clock and made his only three-pointer. Moving on. Number 3. Kobe Bryant's first NBA contract was co-signed by his parents. The 13th choice in the 1996 NBA draft was Kobe Bryant. He was chosen by the Charlotte Hornets, traded to the Los Angeles Lakers right away, and the rest, as you all know, is history. One of the other rumors that is common to the NBA surrounding the draft was that Kobe was not of legal age, or that he was not 18 when selected. The eligibility requirements for an NBA draft back then were different from what they are today. Up until he reached 18 later that year, Kobe's parents had to co-sign his NBA contract on his behalf. Number 4. Women's NBA. The Women's Professional Basketball League, also referred to as the WNBA, was established in 1996. This groundbreaking league brought women's basketball to the forefront, mirroring the format of the traditional NBA games. The WNBA comprises 12 teams that fiercely compete throughout the year, showcasing their incredible talent, dedication, and passion for the game. What's remarkable is that these matches often take place in the very same arenas as the male players, further solidifying their place in the basketball world. Number 5. The shortest player and the tallest player in NBA history played once for the same team. The shortest player in the NBA is Muggsy Bogues 5'3". Muggsy excelled in sports and was renowned for his steals. He was so short that, during one play, he even passed through a player's legs. He was a shot blocker, but underrated. On the other hand, Manute Bol 7'7" is the tallest NBA player. He was a fantastic rebounder and shot blocker. He was a poor shooter from beyond the arc. They both played for the Washington Bullets during the 1987-1988 season. Number 6. LeBron James eats and writes with his left hand. LeBron James, one of the most formidable athletes on the planet right now, uses his left hand for eating and writing. He can use both hands. LeBron uses his left hand almost exclusively for activities other than shooting the basketball, despite the fact that he shoots with his right hand and is typically thought of as right-handed. When asked about this, he responded that when he was younger, he tried to imitate his heroes Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway by starting to shoot with the right, because they did. Imagine LeBron switching to a left-handed shooting style. What kind of fire do you anticipate then? Number 7. 60% of NBA players become broke after 5 years of retirement. This information is based on a Sports Illustrated research that was conducted in 2009, yet the trend still holds true today. How can a millionaire NBA player lose everything? This is a question that immediately springs to mind. The study is valid, though. A player lives in luxury and makes millions of dollars throughout the course of his career. He buys houses, vehicles, shoes, clothes, and other things with all the money. It's not difficult to guess where the money disappears. The participants must comprehend the value of money and exhibit sound financial judgment. LeBron James is an amazing example of this. To handle his commercial and financial affairs, he has employed assistants. The players need to understand that there is much more life after the NBA. Number 8. Shaq challenged Hakeem to a one-on-one. Shaq was in charge of the Orlando Magic in 1995 when he was 22 years old. That season, he led Magic to the final round. However, Shaq's story changed in the finals. He was playing against one of the greatest NBA centers of all time, Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem outperformed Shaq in every category and averaged more than 30 points per game. Shaq was really irritated because that team had won the series easily, and then he did the unthinkable. After the finals, Shaq was so furious at Hakeem that he sent a letter to him challenging him to a one-on-one. The Taco Bell one-on-one challenge was therefore upcoming, and even a commercial for it was released. Number 9. The shortest player in NBA history blocked 39 shots. The shortest player ever to play in the NBA is Tyrone Muggsy Bogues. Imagine a player who is 5'3" in height making it to the NBA. This is not your typical tale. This is a remarkable man's astonishing story. At every stage of his life, Muggsy was criticized for his height, but he never gave up. He entered the NBA and worked with ease. When he played in the NBA, he stopped 39 shots from taller players. He was truly unique. Number 10. Paul Pierce was stabbed 11 times and still played. Paul Pierce was at the Buzz Club in Boston on September 25, 2000. Paul was regrettably in the wrong place at the wrong time, as it was late at night. He was stabbed 11 times while attempting to break up a brawl that was happening at the bar. He suffered stab wounds to his face, neck, and back. Even worse, a bottle was broken on top of his skull. Tony Batty, a former teammate, saved his life by rushing him to the hospital. He had to undergo surgery for his lungs. Surprisingly, he recovered from the surgery on his own and was up and walking again in 3 days. He quickly returned to the court and began firing. One of the more bizarre facts about him was that he started every one of the 82 games he played in for the Boston Celtics in 2001 and 2. This seems impossible for someone who was stabbed 11 times. He was extremely mentally tough, and that is the main reason. He gave a lot of time and effort to his basketball team. Number 11. In NBA history, only 2 games have been played on Christmas Eve. We all know that one year ends and the next starts with the season, but it's astonishing that there have only been 2 games on Christmas Eve in the past 70 years. Players frequently object to this because it requires a lot of energy and travel, and they would like to engage in more traditional activities with their family or friends. This is one of the main reasons the cycle is now set up to prevent games from falling around Christmas. Last but not the least, Number 12. Kyle Korver was once traded for a copy machine. In the 2003 NBA draft, the New Jersey Nets picked Korver with the 51st overall choice. However, there was a problem. There was no room for him. According to NBC Sports, the Nets' financial situation was also a problem for them. In fact, they were in need of some cash to cover the cost of their team's off-season summer league registration. Therefore, the Nets gave Kyle Korver's rights to the Philadelphia 76ers on draft night. All the Nets took in exchange was $125,000. That was more than enough money to cover their admission fee for the summer league. And that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it. Do give it a like, don't forget to share, and subscribe to our channel. Comment down all your thoughts and tap on the bell icon so you never miss any upload. Goodbye.